The other side of the equation. You want the income, right? Embody the work. This is the 18th episode of the series segment Transformative Personal Experience. They want the outcome, but refuse to become the version of themselves capable of earning it. Yes, everyone wants the income. Few are willing to embody the standard. This episode isn't for those still asking if it is worth it. It's for those ready to become worth it. There is no shortcut between desire and embodiment. If you want, let's say, 10,000 US dollars monthly, you must operate like a 10,000 US dollar monthly human, right? In a personal growth training I took many years ago, the coach said something similar while showing us photographs of very attractive men and women who seemed to have a dream life, professionally and personally, with their finances sorted out. And he asked, who would like to have a wife or husband like them? Everybody said, me. Well, he said, to have a 100, you had to be a 100. Welcome back to Your Best for a Better You, your special forces unit for breakthrough living, where we decode the DNA of excellence to help you dominate personal and professional growth. I am your host, Scarlett Marcel Pantedesha, and in this episode, my dear friends, we will talk straight again. But first, let me ask you something. Do you want the income or do you want the illusion of effort? Okay, my dear friends, so let's deploy. You know what I have realized? A lot of people say they want to change their life, but what they really want is the idea of change, not the price of it. They want the outcome, not the ownership, the reward, not the responsibility, especially in multi-level marketing businesses. For example, let's talk about Raymond. They look at Raymond and they see the glow, the beauty, the lifestyle, the money. But they don't see the hours. They don't see the decisions behind closed doors. They don't see what it costs in terms of money and time to be excellent. And then they ask, how do I get that too? And I pause, because the answer isn't glamorous. You do the work. As simple as that. Yes, you do the work every day, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. Let me tell you exactly what I mean. I have seen it too many times. People lighting up when they hear you can earn 10,000 US dollars per month. They sit up straighter, eyes wide. It's like suddenly they see a new version of themselves, one they have been waiting for, right? And then I gave them the real map. Yes, you show up every day. You use the product, not once, but consistently, developing new habits or rituals. You don't skip training. You host events. You recommend for experience, not from theory. You plug into the full system, even the parts you don't like. And you lead your team by example, not opinion. And suddenly, their body shifts. Oh, I thought maybe I could just start slow. Do I need to invest? I was hoping I could do my own version. The product is great, yes, but I haven't used it myself. Do I really have to do daily lives? And I say, yes, you do. Because the income doesn't come from wanting. It comes from becoming. Any business and any market model, like any other, doesn't reward dabblers. It rewards those who embody the work. And if you are showing up halfway, you are negotiating with the process. You are the one keeping yourself on the next level. And I am not saying it to be harsh. I am saying it because I have lived it. Let me tell you a truth I don't often share. Years ago, not many, I was the kind of person who didn't want to slow down to explain. Didn't want to deal with people who couldn't move at my pace, my daughter included. I was all systems, numbers, logic. Yes, I operate in numbers. And I didn't understand relational personalities. And honestly, I didn't want to. Then I sat in a Tony Robbins event. And it forced me to look in the mirror. I had results, sure. Not at my standards, but I had results. But I wasn't building anything bigger than me. Because I didn't know how to lead people, only how to outrun them. Yes, I was an expert in that. The Tony Robbins event, together with the interviews I conducted with some fighter pilots before Tony, changed my mindset. These are people who are trained to win under pressure, to lead under chaos, and to do everything in excellence. And do you know what one of them told me? Solo flying looks cool, but it's a tactical weakness. Wow. Yes, that hit me hard, because that was me, flying fast, alone, getting the job done, but never building the kind of unit that changed the game. Then I had to learn about my personality to understand myself first. That's when I decided, no more hallway, no more lonely wolf, okay? From then on, it wasn't about appearing sharp. It was about becoming unshakable and helping others to do the same. So copy this, my friends. If you are in this space right now where you have said yes to Riemann or some other multi-level business, but your actions don't match your words, this is your wake-up call. That's why I created the Boundary Reset experience, because I have seen over and over again, especially in this industry, is people confusing motion with commitment. They are busy but not effective. They show up but they are not anchored. This framework was built for professionals and entrepreneurs who are done with emotional clutter, blue red lines, and inconsistent habits. If you want to build anything, income, esteem, and legacy, you need clarity. You need personal command. You need boundaries that protect your time, energy, and standards. That is why I created the Boundary Reset experience. That is what this experience gives you. It's not mindset bluff. It's a reset protocol for serious players. So, if you say you want the income, ask yourself, are you using the full set yourself? Using your products? Are you inviting people or waiting for the systems to do it for you? Are you training your team or hidden from their questions? Are you showing up every day or only when it's convenient? Okay, my friends, do yourself those questions, because if you are not doing these things, then you stop asking why you are stuck. You are not stuck. You are just not executing correctly. And I say that with love and full clarity, my friends. Okay, let's be honest. Riemann isn't a rescue vehicle. Multi-level marketing isn't a rescue vehicle. It's not going to pull you out of your life and give you a throne. It's a mirror. It reflects who you are and amplifies it. If you show up committed, focused, and coachable, it will take you further than you imagine. Yes, my friends, coachable. But if you show up distracted, hesitant, or halfway in, it will expose you fast. I don't want people who say, I have sold before. I know how this goes. You are here. Start fresh. Follow the system until it's muscle memory. Then and only then, improve it, not before. Don't cherry pick steps. Don't argue with process. Don't babysit your team and call it leadership. You set the standard. You set the rim. And if you cannot do that, someone else will. And they will pass you. That's for sure. I built this message for the one who's ready to stop circling around their potential. This is the line. You either step into embodiment or keep living on the sidelines of your own goals. You want the income, right? Use the product. Learn the system. Show up fully. Train your people. Stand by what you represent. Lead with clarity. Repeat. Easy, right? That's it. That's the other side of the equation. And you are either on it or you are not. I will know by how you move next. You don't need more motivation, my friend. You need to remember who you are when you stop negotiating with excuses. You were built to lead, built to embody excellence, built to command your energy, your time, your life, your focus, and yes, your income. But that version of you, it only shows up when you stop asking for shortcuts. Okay, my friends? Mission accomplished. And copy this. If today's the day you stop circling the goal and finally step into it, then go all in. Do the work. Raise your standard. Because when you anchor in discipline, when you lead with clarity, and when your boundaries are set with power, you become unstoppable. This isn't just about Raymond. This is about becoming the kind of person who always delivers. And when it happens, my friend, the results don't just show up, they multiply. Awesome, right? Well, my dear friends, thank you for tuning into your Path for a Better You. You are Special Forces Unit for Breakthrough Living. Strength and honor. See you in your arena.